SHALAM, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We're out here. I'm gonna let the class fill up a bit, let air out around for a few minutes, and then we're gonna touch on topic. Topic for tonight mainly is Thanksgiving. Share all the groups. Share on Facebook, YouTube. Check out our Instagram at I.S.U.P.K Res. Our YouTube, I.S.U.P.K Reservations. Facebook, I.S.U.P.K Res. Go check us out. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Please share, like, and subscribe. As always, Priest and Officer Kariyash. I'm going to let the class fill up a little bit. Today's topic will be, of course, on Thanksgiving, on Christopher Columbus, and many more atrocities in the North American Indian community. And we are going to touch on a lot of things, man. So share all the groups you can, share to everybody. If you know even someone that got to North American Indian in them, to their father's side, you share it to them, man, because we're going to touch on a lot of heavy things tonight that a lot of people may not even know or touch on. I'm going to let the class fill up a little bit. If anyone has any questions, I'll take those as well. For the time being, I won't be able to take too many because, of course, I don't have that much time. So I'll see how many questions I can get to if there is any. That's all for right now. Again, like I said, comment, like, share, all that, man. It's important that we get this truth out to all our brothers on every single reservation all across America, man. If your father is of North American Indian descent, Hispanic descent, or Negro descent, whether being Indian or Negro descent, you're one of us, man. That's in the scriptures. If anyone got any questions, again, please type them in. Share the video. We're going to get into the topic in about 1 more minute. I'm going to fill up a little bit because this is a heavy topic. Not because I'm bringing it out, but it's a heavy topic because we all know a lot of North American Indians, Hispanics. We've been brainwashed to think Thanksgiving is something normal, I should say, something that, how do I put it? It's, people believe that it's part of our culture, and it's not. It's not part of our culture, and we're going to touch on a lot of things tonight. Pray we get through them all. Of course, the Lord may have other plans, but we'll start up very shortly. Got any questions? Again, you may ask them. Can't guarantee I'll get to them. Most I will and I do. All right. I'm going to start the class now. All right. So first, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, of course, is our oppressor's holiday. And what he teaches our children in school is that Thanksgiving was when the Pilgrims came over here, and they had a peace with the North American Indians, and they traded, and they had a whole good time, and all this nonsense, all this stupidity. You understand? Because anyone that knows even a little tiny bit of history knows that the North American Indians were slaughtered by the goddamn Pilgrims, man. To this day, we're still being slaughtered for them to build America. All of North, Central, and South America was built off the backs of the North American Indian, of the Hispanics, of black people. And here's something you didn't know. Christopher Columbus came here on purpose. Yeah. Christopher Columbus came here with an intent to enslave the North American Indian, with an intent to enslave the Hispanics. And we're going to bring it out tonight, man, because it's something very important. If you're a North American Indian, Hispanic, or black man that is about to celebrate Thanksgiving, you are a goddamn fool. Straight like that. An idiot. You know nothing about the Bible, history, or you just don't care. Straight like that. And you're a traitor to your people. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're a traitor. Straight like that. You're a traitor, and you spit on the graves of every North American Indian, every Hispanic, every black man that has came before you. You spit on the grave of Geronimo. You spilled on the grave of every Cherokee, Apache, Pueblo Indian, Lakota, every tribe that's fought, every Seminole, every tribe, every last Indian that stood their lives to fight against this oppression, against white supremacy. You understand? You spit on the grave of Nat Turner. You spit on the grave of all these brothers that laid their lives down. So, in hoping that you don't get colonized, and here you are in America talking about some. That was a long time ago. We've grown so much, man. Man, no, we haven't. We're still getting gunned down on the reservation. So, North American Indian is the number one in police brutality still here in America. We're number one to get killed by the police, man. We're number one. I don't know why, because no one gives a damn about North American Indians. They threw us on reservations and they locked away the key, and everybody turns a blind eye. That's why they feel like they can do whatever they want to us on the reservations. That's why they steal our women at an alarming rate. You understand? That's why they gun us down and kill us and feed our reservations with drugs. Because no one gives a damn about the North American Indians. Same way they don't give a damn about the Hispanics. The same way they don't give a damn about black people, man. We're going to bring it all out tonight. Because every North American, Indian, Hispanic, and black man, here's one thing you don't know. The average, I should say, out here in America is y'all God's chosen people. Y'all related. Y'all family. Time to reunite old ties which have been cut asunder by white supremacy and colonization. And we're going to touch on all that tonight. We're going to grab first Proverbs 1 and 22. Proverbs, book of Proverbs, strong, heavy book. The scripture we're going to bring out, we're going to break it down little by little, eventually leading up to Thanksgiving. Because like I said, if you're a black, Hispanic, or North American Indian about to celebrate Thanksgiving, I want you to let me know why. Like, why? Like, what makes you say to myself, hey, you know what, man, I'm going to go celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm going to let you know without even you being able to answer it. It's because your oppressor told you so, right? That's why. Like, a lot of y'all are going to say, it's for my family. I want to get together with my family. It's the only time we can get together. Blah, 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 man. You full of it. Yo, I'm sorry, it's a lie. You full of it, man. You're so full of it. Acting like you ain't got the weekends. You get what I mean? Like, you acting like you can't see each other after work and all this. Like, y'all choose the oppressor's day to get together. You understand? You choose the oppressor's day to get together. Like, you gonna listen to him after everything he's done to your people, especially of a day. Thanksgiving is a mockery to you, man. I'm gonna show you in the scripture. In Proverbs 1, verse 22. Follow me along if you could. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? How long will you simple ones, man? You simple out here in America if you think Thanksgiving is your holiday. If you think you're out here free in America. If you think you're out here, you're going to sit with every last, if you're going to sit table on table, like if you're going to sit hand in hand singing Kuna Matata with all these damn devils which have murdered and enslaved your people. Like, if you think you're going to sit together with the same people that did this to your people, you a goddamn fool, man. You understand? Look at this. Look at this right there. That North American Indians in chains on a slave ship. On a slave ship. We're going to get into the history of this picture tonight. It is one of the only few documentations that they have of the North American Indians in slavery. But here's the thing they didn't tell you. The transatlantic slave trade started with the North American Indian. Started with the Hispanics. I'll never tell you that, man. They'll never tell you you went on slave ships. You want to know why? Because then you'll realize you're worth something. Not worth something. You'll realize that black people went through your same exact struggles. You'll realize that you died and suffered the same way they did here in America, man. And this picture is so heavy. We have it here in our school. That's why it's framed like this. We framed it so every brother that walks in here knows that the North American Indians went through the same thing you went through. You understand? We're going to touch on all that, how that's prophesied in the Bible. I know you don't think so. You think I ain't got it. I got everything for you, man. So you simple ones, man, how long will you love simplicity? How long will you love lying to yourself? You understand? How long will you lie to yourself and say, yeah, For my forefathers, man, they would want me to forgive the so-called oppressor. They would want me to sit hand in hand with them on Thanksgiving and eat this turkey and eat this cranberry sauce and eat this biscuits and da 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 da. How long you gonna lie to yourself, man? How long? How long you gonna lie to yourself and say, man, my people, man, this was a long time ago. Long time ago, long time ago, you still getting killed in the reservations. You still got drugs and opium addiction in the reservations. You still suffering and dying on the reservation. A lot of our people, most of our people still don't know their goddamn heritage. Don't know their culture. You think just because you wear little fringes on powwow, you know your culture. No, dummy. There's more to it than that. If you don't know blacks and Hispanics are your family, don't know your culture. Straight like that. Am I blaming you? Am I saying I'm so superior than you and you should know this? Of course not. Because thanks to colonization, thanks to the oppression of the so-called European, you don't know that. I don't blame you, brother. I just asked you to be angry with me. I asked you not to be simple and seek knowledge. You want to know why? Because the next scripture talks onto it. And the scorners delight in their scorning. And when we out here, man, we're prophesying out in the streets, or we're out here teaching, like I'm teaching to you right now in this classroom. You gonna see brothers hate it. You gonna see people that can't stand the truth and can't have nothing to the table. Like, we'll bring it out, okay, and they'll have a problem with it. Like, oh no, that's not how it happened. That's not why this. That's not why that. Okay, and then we'll look at them like, oh, okay, brother, and tell me how you know your information. Be like, oh well, I just know. Like, you serious? Show me some proof. I got books on books on books to show you proof for days. You understand? I can show you this symbol all across Northern America, South America, Central America. I can show you ancient Hebrew in America. But the scorners delight in their scorning. They say, oh, man, I'm so superior because I open my mouth, man. You gotta learn how to shut your mouth and listen, man. Listen, don't be so quick to talk. Let me continue. And fools hate knowledge. Fools hate knowledge, man. We're called the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge for a reason, because we bring out the historical and biblical facts about the North American Indian. This is what you got to realize about the Bible. The Bible is a historical book, contrary to popular belief. There's nations in this book. You understand? And how they began and who they are today in America. But you will never look deeper than that. So many of you North American Indians are Christian and Catholic and Protestant, and you're born again, and Jesus loves everybody, but you never look beneath the surface of this Bible. You look at what your oppressor taught you about this Bible, but you will never look deeper than what there is. You understand? Like a 1-inch kiddie pool is deep to you. You understand? And this book has so much information and knowledge, but you hate it, man. When we bring out, like what I'm about, bring out about Thanksgiving, our oppressor, all that, man, it's going to be brothers that are going to hate when I'm speaking. It's going to be brothers that are going to wish death. They're going to wish all these horrible things about these brothers in this school, man. And it's horrible. You want to know why? Because they hate knowledge. Well, guess what? Commander GEN.YAHANNA, he loves knowledge. I love knowledge. The Lord loves knowledge. I pray every day the Lord gives me more and more so I can show my people, every last North American Indian, the true knowledge, the true heritage, man. When you think, oh, you know something, or I can easily destroy your doctrine or whatever, man, give us a call. Let's set up a debate. Let's see if you're about it. Let's see if you really about that. You feel me? Because I hear a lot of talking, but I don't see no action. You feel me? Like the streets say, man, put your money where your mouth is out. Straight like that. Let's drop that and let's get Amos 5:21. It's in the Old Testament, what the Christians would call the Old Testament. Just because here's a lot of thing about you Christians, man, is y'all think the old laws and the testament is done away with. When the Old Testament, the old laws were meant for you. You understand? It was meant for you to not eat crab, shrimp, and lobster. It was meant for you to not lay down with other nations. You understand me? Like blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, you should lay with another black, Hispanic, or North American Indian. Like North American Indians, man, y'all should not want Becky or April or Michelle. You should want another native sister from the reservation. All right, it's like a native sister should want another native man from the reservation. A native man should want a native sister from the reservation. You understand? Hell, you want a black man, get a black man. Hell, you want a Hispanic man, get a Hispanic man. But those are the tribes you are supposed to mingle with. You understand? You ain't supposed. Scripture says, "My son," I'm paraphrasing. Distance yourself from all whoredom. You want to know why? Because all these other nations, man, they're whores, man. They ain't gonna hold you down like a black man will, like a Hispanic man will, like a North American Indian man will. A native Indian can only love another native Indian. A black man can only love another black woman. A Hispanic man can only love a Hispanic woman, or vice versa between the tribes. You understand? You want to know why? Because they've been through that same struggle with you. You understand? Ain't no white boy gonna be able to relate and deal with the same things you're doing. You understand? You gotta be willing to hear knowledge, because the fools hate it, man. The Thanksgiving was murder. Christopher Columbus was a murderer, man. Thanksgiving is a lie. You've been lied to your entire life here in America. First, you get told you came on a goddamn Bering Strait land bridge, which is a goddamn lie. You understand? And the reason they tell you this is the same reason they tell black people they came from Africa. Because they tell black people they came from Africa, and they tell you, oh, you came from some land bridge from Asia. Now you think you some goddamn Mongoloid, and your brothers are Africans, and they not your brothers now, because all they Africans, and we're Mongoloids. We're from Asia originally, but we came all the way, man. Show me one piece of ancient Asia here in America. I could show you a ton of remnants of the nation of Israel here in America. Our cleanliness laws. What else? We kept the what is it called? We kept Sabbath days. We kept the holy days. Hell, the North American Indians, a lot of y'all still celebrate the new moons. We don't celebrate the new moons here, but we recognize them. When a full moon comes out, that doesn't mean time bust out a birthday cake and start dancing. No. When a full moon comes out, I just recognize the signs and the times that we're in. That's it. We're not supposed to be marveled by the stars and all that, like so many brothers are. But let me touch on this scripture. This is for all you Christians out there, all you native Christians that think y'all, because y'all went to Bible school and Sunday school and Sunday service, that you think you know something. Well, I gotta let you know a little secret. You don't know something. You gotta be retaught. Scripture says, "How am I to teach unless I be taught?" Well, I'm gonna show you what you need to be taught, man. I'm going to destroy the whole Christian philosophy. We on I.S.U.P.K. Res, we gonna go and decolonize your mind. We're going to throw off everything the oppressor been filling in your head for years and generations, man. You want to know why? Because that's what Christ called us to do. That was commanding GEN.YAHANNA called us to do. He called us to help out every North American Indian on every reservation. And how do you help them out? If not by destroying the philosophies of the other nations in their mind first. You understand? But we're going to go to Amos 5:21. This book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days. The Lord just said, I despise your feast days. The Lord has his own feast days. He has his holy days. You understand? Though, like we were like December 20th, that's the feast of Hanukkah, feast of dedication, which many people call Hanukkah. Not Hanukkah, Hanukkah. A lot of people call Hanukkah, and a fake Jewish man is out there celebrating it, but that's native culture. That's a black man's culture. That's a Hispanic man's culture. We can show you what the North American Indians were rocking fringes with the shield of David. You understand? I can show you all that. I can show you that today. We got pictures of it all across our school. You understand? But the Lord said, I hate your feast days. What's your feast days? Your feast days is Thanksgiving. Christmas. It's another one. Got so many. I goddamn forgot about them. I stopped celebrating them for so much, man. They don't even call me no more. My family used to call me like, "Oh, you're not gonna come." They don't even try anymore. They're like, "Hey, yeah, he just ain't coming." He just ain't coming. And that's how it should be, man. We gotta separate ourselves from these philosophies and these murderous holidays that have nothing to do with us. So-called holidays. You understand? You want to know why? Because you want to know what was happening in Thanksgiving in 1492? It was being slaughtered, it was being sold, being murdered. You understand? They don't teach you that in school, do they? They teach and we all just came together and we had the corn and the cantaloupe and all this stupidity. Then tell you the next day that the goddamn pilgrims, which are the real illegal immigrants, before I get into anything else, shout out to my Hispanic brothers. The real illegal immigrants are the pilgrims. Those are the true illegal immigrants. You understand? And a lot of brothers want to talk about we should have built the wall. We should have built the wall. Yeah, we should have. What are we gonna do now? Just because the wall ain't built, we're just not gonna try to separate from them? Nah, I'm gonna separate. I'm gonna let America have what America wants. All I ask is for me to have my people. Like Moses said, let my people go. I'm saying let my people go in their mind. Separate yourself spiritually and mentally from America. You understand? Let's continue. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. So it's saying the food you cook up, all that turkey and all them pumpkin pies and all this BS you're gonna be cooking up Thanksgiving Day, the Lord's not gonna smell it. The Lord's not gonna want to smell it. Wonder why? Because it's the murder of his people. You don't even know what the hell the turkey. Why the hell are you eating turkey? Answer me that. Bet y'all can answer this one. The turkey is supposed to represent the head of the North American Indian. Because during the Civil War, when they was going to war, the southern and northern states, they were also going to war with the North American Indians and throwing them on reservations. So they would cut the North American Indians' head off and start kicking around there like a soccer ball. The cranberry sauce represents the blood of the North American Indian, the blood that was shed all over this land. You understand? And you black people, man, y'all shouldn't be celebrating this goddamn joke of a holiday either. You want to know why? You want to know where you were? You were right there in slavery. In slavery, serving slavery, whether your brothers was getting murdered. You understand? But they ain't gonna teach you that. They ain't gonna teach you that in school. You know what they're gonna do during your son's lunch when he in public school? They're gonna take him and they're gonna give him a little slice of turkey. They give him a little piece of cornbread, little juice, and tell him that this was the day his ancestors made peace with the so-called oppressor, with the Europeans. They did it. They slaughtered them, man. I remember one time I was talking to a damn devil. I was telling him, man, you the damn devil. You a goddamn colonizer, man. He's like, oh, you just mad because you lost? I'm like, lost? There was never no war. Y'all just slaughtered, man. Y'all just killed. The so-called oppressor, man, he loves to kill and murder for the fun of it, man. You understand? He came over here on this land and with his privilege and with his right, like go look up Manifest Destiny. Manifest Destiny is the belief every oppressor has on his mind to this day. Manifest Destiny is the reason why Donald Trump got babies in dog cages right now. You want to know why? Because Manifest Destiny is a saying that I deserve this land and you don't because you're an Indian. Because I'm white, I deserve this land. That's Manifest Destiny. And I'm going to purge the land of you. Go look it up, man. Go look up Kill the Indian, Save the Man. When they stole your children, man, and we still got people to this day that still remember the boarding schools and the rape and all the molestation. Children would kill themselves, man, because of how horrible our oppressors would treat them in these goddamn and these goddamn boarding schools. You understand? They would kill themselves, man, little babies. And we wonder nowadays why our children and why there's so much suicide rates on the res. Because our people feel like they got no hope, man. Our people feel like there's nothing left for them. You want to know why? Because America celebrates their slaughter, man. America celebrates their murder. And you right there celebrating it, forgetting about your brothers that died years ago that are still dying here in America. You understand? That's why there's suicide rates. Because brothers feel like their life is worth nothing. that their life is meaningless. You want to know why? You surprised? You want to know why? Because if you celebrate Thanksgiving, you say your people's life means nothing. How do you know that? Because Thanksgiving was a slaughtering of your people. You understand? We all touch base on that. We all understand that. And if you celebrate it, you're saying your people's lives mean nothing. Because you're saying to the oppressor, yeah, man, you killed my people. Hey, man, that was a long time ago. I'm gonna throw down on this pumpkin pie, and you still got drugs in our reservations, and you still slaughtering our people. You still gunning them down. You still kidnapping our women. But I'm gonna eat this pumpkin pie. I'm gonna eat this turkey. I'm gonna pray to your white Jesus. You understand? When the I.S.U.P.K. res, man, we ain't about that. I ain't praying to no white Jesus, first of all. I ain't eating no goddamn Thanksgiving shit. What you should do Thanksgiving is not even eat none. To be straight with you. Don't eat if you smell that food cooking. If you live at someone's house and they over there cooking, man, you better stay in your goddamn room. Straight like that, man. Don't celebrate none of it. Wanna know why? Because you're saying your people's lives don't matter, man. Hell, Thanksgiving not Thanksgiving. Halloween just came by. The hell of North American Indian got doing celebrate Thanksgiving. I just like Thanksgiving and Halloween. The hell you got to do celebrate Halloween? Halloween is your oppressor's holiday, man. Like he's the one who made it on spooks and gooks and goblins and all that stupidity, man. You understand? Like he's the one who invented it back in the pagan times. You understand? That wasn't us. That wasn't us. We celebrated during the harvest and all that because it was good, but we wasn't over here dancing with spirits and all that stupidity, man. But you want to see the problem is Christopher Columbus came in 1492 to slaughter, to brainwash. Go look up missionary schools. Missionary schools are what they put the Mexicans, North American Indians, and made them submit to their culture. Made them cut their hair, cut their braids, cut their fringes, dress them up European-like, make them recite the prayers, molest them, beat them like slaves. You understand? And you tell me these people don't deserve to pay for that? If you saying, yeah, I do, I say they do deserve to pay. Then stop celebrating Thanksgiving. A lot of y'all gonna say, well, how you gonna say they deserve to pay? How y'all gonna just sit up here and say, Lord gonna take them out? We is, man. What we gotta do with blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, we gotta unite. We gotta come together. We gotta stop celebrating the holidays that they forced on us. You understand? Let me continue. Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast. Lord said, I despise your feast days. He said, I hate Thanksgiving. And when you cook that turkey, I'm not going to accept it. When you sit there on Thanksgiving and y'all say grace and thank you, Jesus, he going to hear none of that. He ain't going to hear none of that. The reason you're supposed to, like, for example, we cook meat during the holy days. That's where America gets it from. Nearly every single holiday they have to cook something. They got that from the Israelite culture. And the reason we did that is because back in Israel, it would be a savor unto the Lord. Lord would smell it up in heaven and, yeah, okay, y'all cooking it up for me. But when you cook this up, he ain't going to smell it. You understand? He ain't going to whip it up. He ain't going to be pleased with it. He won't accept it. He won't smell the peace offering of your fat beast. You want to know why? Because Christopher Columbus murdered the North American Indians. Because the North American Indians are God's chosen people. They ain't no damn savages. Ain't no damn Indians. You understand? The only reason I say North American Indian is for brothers to understand who the hell I'm talking about. I say Tribe of Gad, ain't no one gonna understand who the hell the Tribe of Gad is. You understand? Tribe of Gad is the so-called North American Indian. North American Indian, man, we have been slaughtered and murdered for so long here in America. It's time for a change. It's time for a difference to come here on this earth, man. You blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, man, you're worth something. You want to know how I know you're worth something? Because the God of this Bible said you're worth something. That's why he said, I despise their feast days. I'm not going to smell it up. You want to know why? He says your lives matter. He says native lives matter. So I'm not going to smell. I'm not going to smell Thanksgiving lamb, ham, turkey, greens, beans, potato, all that. I ain't going to smell none of that. Straight like that. I know it seems funny, but no matter what you cook up on that day, if it's in the spirit of Thanksgiving, the Lord ain't going to smell it. You sitting there with your family having a good old time and we celebrating Thanksgiving together and all this BS, man. The Lord said, I ain't going to smell it. He said, I hate your feast days. We are read this in Amos 5:21. He said, I ain't going to celebrate your feast days. Because your feast days he hates them, man. You want to know why? Because every life of every North American Indian means something to the Lord. And it should mean something to you. And this should mean something to you. The murder of your people. The enslavement of your people. I'll see if you can see it right there. Yeah. You take a look at that. North American Indians in slavery, in captivity. But they want to say that the North American Indians then go in slavery on slave ships. Come on, man. I'm trying to bring out something that every Black, Hispanic, and North American Indian, you celebrating Thanksgiving, you just an idiot, man. Straight like that. Shalom, Lord Christ. We're going to jump to I'm going to drop that Amos and go to Psalms 55 and 20. There were you know what? Yeah, let's get that. The slaughter of the North American Indian in Thanksgiving, 1492, Christopher Columbus, all of that has been washed over and whitewashed by American society. They would teach you all this kind and lovely stuff so you love your oppressor even more. Like, for example, Pocahontas. They showed you the movie Pocahontas is a goddamn propaganda film. You got to understand that. Because one, Pocahontas was a rape victim. Two, Pocahontas had what is it called? What's that syndrome? Stockholm syndrome. She had Stockholm syndrome where she loved her oppressor. You understand? That John Smith, he raped her so badly and destroyed her mind so badly where she fell in love with him. And that's you here in America. You see Pocahontas and Thanksgiving and holding hand with our oppressor. Now you fall in love with him. Now you think he's the greatest person to exist on the earth and you want to be just like him. Now you don't want a native sister on the reservation. Now you want yourself a little Lily European. You get my sense? Now you don't think your hair is beautiful. Now you got dyed blonde. Now you don't think brown eyes are good. Now you got to put green contacts, blue contacts. Now I'm not going to display any brother that's light skinned, man. Because the Lord said we're a speckled bird. We don't have brothers dark, light, medium shade like me. And that's just how you came out. That's how you came out. I can't judge you. But if that's not your natural shade and you're changing it like that, because you hate yourself, man. Look at goddamn Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa, a Dominican. But he was conquered by Columbus and colonized. So now he thinks he got to dye his skin, put perm in his hair, make his hair all straight, just so America can love him and his oppressor can love him. He looks like a goddamn fool. Who's the other one? Megan Good? Megan Good, right? I believe it was Megan Good. She even died. She made herself look horrible, man. And it's all because we love our oppressors so much here in America and we hate ourselves. And that's what you're doing when you celebrate Thanksgiving. You're saying the lives or your people no longer matter. But we're going to jump to Psalms 55 and 20. There's the book of Psalms, 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. Don't that sound like our oppressor, man? The North American Indians, they greeted, and we're gonna read it in Black Indians, where it says that Columbus, he said in his diary that the North American Indians and the Hispanics were such a peaceable people that there's no greater nation than them on the earth. My God, take them by force. That the North American Indians, that we did show them brotherhood. We greeted him. We tried helping him out. We showed him around. Hey man, yeah, we showed him how to survive in the goddamn wilderness. You understand? And you know what he did? He stabbed us in the back. That's why we say our oppressor, the European, he is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. What the devil mean? It means deceiver. Our forefathers would say it all the time. Pale face, speak with forked tongue. Means he's the devil, man. He deceived us all. To this day, he's still deceiving us. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, if you celebrate Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Christmas, anything, you hate your people, because that is the colonization and the colonialism on your mind that they did when they came here and colonized America, when they enslaved your people. They put you on them slave ships. They sent so many of our brothers to Italy, England, France, all across there served slavery. You ain't gonna speak on that, will you? You ain't gonna speak on none of that in the U.S. history. They're gonna tell you you was savages with loincloths and you was there eating babies and all this stupidity, man. When y'all was here in America keeping the laws, y'all had fringes on your garments. You were wearing garments. You weren't sitting around naked, swinging on vines like Tarzan. That's how they paid. Ain't that how they paid the African Americans too? That's how they justify stealing you from so-called Africa, West Africa, when y'all came down running from the Roman armies. That's how black people ended up in West Africa, because the Israelites ran down into West Africa. So they painted them the same way, just like they painted you, just so they could justify stealing the so-called African Americans. And that's how they justify colonizing you. Why they called you savages. Say it's disgusting. That's why they say kill the Indian, save the man. What does Indian mean? A savage. He said we gotta kill the savage, man. Like, he still has a chance to be a man. What does that mean? He still has a chance to be a proud European, red-blooded American. That's what they mean. That's what they mean. And Chief Red Cloud once said something so heavy. He said, I'd rather live my life. He said, I'd rather die an Indian than live one day as a so-called white man. That's heavy, man. That's what we are in the I.S.U.P.K. We'd rather die every single day as an Indian, nigga, or spick than live one day as the oppressor's dog. You understand? As a white man's dog, begging for his crumbs at his table, man. To hell with that. That's what we teach in the Israelite School of UPK. For a North American Indian to be proud of their heritage, be proud of their culture. Commander GEN.YAHANNA gave us these orders to reach out to our brothers and let them know Thanksgiving is alive, and to love their people, man. And then we can get drugs off the reservation. Then we can stop the police brutality, the missing women. You want to know why? Because Commander GEN.YAHANNA gives a damn about the native people. Well, let's continue. He has broken his covenant. What's a covenant? A covenant is a promise. The so-called oppressor made over, I think, 170 treaties with the North American Indians. That means 170 times he wrote down, we're not going to attack you anymore. We're not going to take your land. We're not going to do this. 170 times. And we right there signed them treaties like, all right, this the one, right? This is it, right? We good? We good? And then we're back signing another treaty and another treaty, man. You want to know why? Because he breaks his covenant. Because he's the devil. He's a deceiver. You can't expect a bear not to eat you. You get what I mean? You can't expect to jump into the lion's den and have not have the lion attack you. You get what I mean? Like saying, I'm going to domesticate this lion. I'm going to save this lion. Like, this lion is going to be my friend. No, the lion's going to tear you up. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, you're like getting attacked by a rabid dog with rabies, and you say, I'm not going to kill this dog because I'm going to love it. I'm going to show it so much love that the rabies is just going to go away. You get what I mean? Like, you can't do that. The so-called oppressor is such a beast and a devil, he won't even allow you to do that. The whole civil rights movement, the native civil rights movement, the black civil rights, Hispanic civil rights movement, it's all a goddamn sham. It was all for you to think, oh, okay, he's changing, we're making progress, but you're still getting your children gunned down in the street. Your daughters are still getting stolen from you. You're still filling up the prison system. Drugs are still flooding your reservations and neighborhoods. You understand? Whether it's inside the res or outside of the res, a North American Indian has no peace. except in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. You understand? That's what we're here for. We're here to give our people their peace they deserve. And to get peace first, you gotta have war. You gotta be willing to go to war. Let's continue. In verse 21, and the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Why I say his words were smoother than butter? Because the words that our oppressor spoke to us, them 170 treaties, with all these different laws, the civil rights movement, all that, he wanted us to make us feel like we're good. That's why it says his words are smoother than butter. He spoke with the forked tongue. He spoke with a silver tongue. Like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you're right. We are just savages. Yeah, you're right. Thanksgiving is a celebration about everybody. You're right. It was a long time ago. It was only 500 years ago. You're right. The same people are in here today while he guns you down on the reservation, while he rides up with pickup trucks and steals your women. You understand? While he fills and pumps the reservation with every last drug he can. And y'all don't see the similarities with the Hispanics? Y'all don't see the similarities with black people? Like, just connect the dots, man. Just look, actually seek knowledge. Don't hate it. Let's continue. But war was in his heart. So-called Europeans came into America, man, and the pilgrims and all that. They came speaking smooth things. They came, they sat down with us, and then the next thing we know, they gave us smallpox. Next thing we know, they was burning our villages, raping our women, killing us, lynching us, bashing our babies on rocks, murdering us by the millions. Over 100 million North American Indians, I believe it was by the 19th century, had died. No, not even. That was just during Columbus era alone. So that was 100 million North American Indians during the time of Columbus. It said they nearly wiped out the North American Indians because of the killing he was doing. You understand? That's your Thanksgiving. So if you sit down there and I want you to be sick to your goddamn stomach. I want you, if you're gonna celebrate Thanksgiving, I want you to picture this. Right there. I want you to sit this image in your mental memory of your forefathers on slave ships, your forefathers starving on reservations. You're still starving on a reservation. You're still dying on reservations. You're still being locked up in the prison systems just like they did your forefathers, man. I want you to picture this when you take that bite out of that goddamn turkey. When you eat that cranberry sauce. When you eat that pie that's you just can't get. I know the history. I know this and that. But it's a family time. You picture this, man. Because this is Thanksgiving. This is the prayers you send up to white Jesus every time you go take a bite out of that goddamn turkey. I want you to picture this and be engraved in your mind. I want you to have nightmares about this, man. This was a nightmare for your people. Thanksgiving was not, oh, hallelujah. Let's all sing kumbaya and hold hands. It was a goddamn near genocide. You understand? The near extinction of a people. That was 1492. That was Thanksgiving. And the so-called oppressor, you bring it up to him now, he gonna say, y'all just mad y'all lost? What war was there? It's a goddamn surprise attack. Like, I'm over here trying to make peace with you, and hey, here's some bread, and you stab me in the back. You say, yeah, let me get some of that bread. Boom. There was no war. It was just slaughter, just murder. Go look up the Aztec and the Mayan rule, man. They were living a good and peaceful society here in America. They had running water. They had all these great things. Hell, Columbus didn't even know how to bathe properly till he saw the North American Indians. You understand? They didn't know how to wash themselves before they saw you. Y'all was making natural oils and soaps. They were amazed. They were like, damn, like, y'all, they doing this? Y'all was speaking Hebrew. All these things. They were so surprised, man, because they know they are such an evil and maniacal people, and now they had to steal your culture from you. That's what it means when it says his words were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. And what he still does to us here in America. He promised us reparations, promised us all these good things that we're going to get change and all this stuff, but still we die. Still we suffer here in America. Still we suffer on the reservations. You understand? That's why Commander Johanna says something got to be done. And he said, he asked brothers to go and take them reservations, man, to go help the brothers starving and dying and struggling with drug abuse, struggling with poverty, for the single mothers out there on the reservation, for the single fathers, for the children, but no mother or father, for the children that were raised all by themselves. You understand? The Lord hears your calls, man. The Creator hears your cries. But you gotta be willing to put something forward, man. You gotta be willing to make that change. I can show you all the knowledge you want, but you gotta be willing to do something with it. Let's continue. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So, like I said again, they spoke all these great things to us. The Spaniards, the conquistadors, the French, the English, they all came over here speaking great things, speaking peace, saying, "Oh, we're a persecuted people. We're a persecuted people back in England and Europe. Oh, we just came here to escape all that. You know, it's horrible out there." And then they draw swords. When they're trying to make peace and trying to love these people, and they draw swords. They draw guns on us. They burned our villages down to the ground and goddamn bashed our babies on rocks like the savages they are. They want to call you a savage all day, call you an Indian, but they're the real savages. You understand? They're the savages. You're not no savage. You're more. They said you're more no peaceable people here on this world. It's like, give me 1 second. Lord cursor. Me and Officer Lamont. Concert. All right. So, I am the boss, sir. Salam, Lord cursor. Salami about that. What was I? What was I? Point is, the so-called oppressor is our devil. He's the devil. He's the worst thing to ever happen to us. And he wants to call us savages and murderers. He wants to call the Hispanic drug dealers and rapists and criminals and every black man is a crook and all this, and they're super predators. But that's all him. That's all him right there. But he won't call you that, so you think you're worth nothing here. And you will celebrate Thanksgiving. You understand? Let me continue. Let's drop that for right now and let's get Black Indians. Let me read Black Indians. In the book of Black Indians, I recommend all brothers get this book immediately, especially if you're a brother on the reservation or North American Indian descent, man. This is a heavy book right here for you to realize that every North American Indian and black people were family. You understand? Right along our Hispanic brothers, man. This book right here has so much heavy building information that every brother should pick it up, man. Especially while I'm reading for you is extremely heavy. I'm gonna bring it out right now. Let's say we're gonna wrap up the class in about 10 minutes. So we're gonna turn to page 27, Black Indians. It says with the chapter, it began with Columbus. For the people of the Americas, the arrival of Columbus was hardly a blessing. Of course, on this first day, October 12th, 1492, the explorer wrote in his diary, "I took some of the natives by force." Let me read that one more time. On his first day, October 12th, 1492, the explorer wrote in his diary, "I took some of the natives by force." Is that what you see here? You think someone chose to go into slavery? You think someone just like, yeah, you can take me to slavery. I ain't tripping. He took some of them by force, meaning he took a lot of them by force. You think people are just gonna accept getting chains put on them being put across the waters, stolen. He took a lot by force. And of course, the rest that saw him take them by force was just like, all right, we ain't gonna win. We not gonna go. We coming. We're coming. You ain't gotta take us like that. You understand? Let me continue. He found the original inhabitants to be tractable and peaceable, and concluded, there is not in the world, he said in the world, man. Now pay attention to this. He said in the entire world, meaning his people too, a better nation. Why he says that, man? Because the North American Indians, the Hispanic, we were glorious, man. Everybody wants to paint us as we were running around with loincloths and shirtless, shoeless, and we were swinging on vines and playing in mud and drinking blood and all this stupidity and sacrificing people. And that's not at all what we were doing. When we was keeping the laws, we were speaking Hebrew, we were rocking fringes and garments and headpieces. You understand? But he ain't want to paint us like this. And Christopher Columbus said there's no greater nation, because when he saw us, he saw a nation so amazing. He saw people so graceful and powerful. They had gold. The Mayans and the Aztecs had gold in their teeth. Like King Solomon. King Solomon had grills and diamonds all across his teeth. So did the Mayans. So did the Aztecs. It's Israelite culture. And he saw that. He was like, damn, y'all got gold? He's like, I want gold now. He's like, bring the gold. And any brother that didn't bring him gold, he cut their hands off. He even, castrated. He even castrated so many brothers, man. Or when they got shipped to England and France and all that, they castrated a lot of them brothers, man, to take the masculinity out of them, to take the power, to take the want for revenge and murder out of their, not murder, it would be killing, to want to kill their master and their slave master. They castrated them, man. Castrated them. They took the fighting force and manhood from them, man. It's evil. This is an evil demon that we're dealing with. And why we say that the devil, man. And why we say there's such a deceiver. Christ called him a devil. The scriptures call these people devils, man. Our ancestors said that that pale face speak with forked tongue. They wasn't lying. Let me continue. His response as a European was to say that Indians must be made to work and adopt our ways. Here in America, that's exactly what they made us do. We worked and we slaved and we died. We built their skyscrapers. We built America with every last blood, sweat, and tear in our body. They made us adopt their ways. They made us celebrate Thanksgiving. They made us celebrate Halloween. They made us celebrate, what was another one? Columbus Day, Veterans Day, all this stupidity all across this land they made us conform to. They made us serve their white Jesus. They made us serve Christianity. Now we're out here dying and fighting in their wars and their police force, and we still get nothing. We adopt their ways, and they force us to work, and nothing is done for us. Nothing is made beneficial for us. Nothing is made easier for us. Where are the North American Indian billionaires at? Millionaires at? If they really recognize us as a nation, where's the Native American UN's, what do they call it? But where's our chair at the UN? You understand? Where's our place at the round table? It's non-existent because they don't view you as a people. They want to say, oh, the North American Indians got sovereignty and reparations and all this stupidity. No, we don't, man. They gave us a jar of dirt and said, here, go make something with it. They gave us a crumb of the land we once owned. Said, go ahead, go make something with it. But you'll never see that. You'll go to the powwows and see the see the dancing, see the fringes, everything glorious, see the beautiful sisters, see the hardcore brothers with their feathers and all that. You'll say, man, these are amazing people. And you think they go back to mansions in their reservations. No. There's an old saying, why the cage birds sing. That's us on the reservations. And we're such in captivity. And even we're in captivity, dying, starving, we're still making the best out of it. We're still showing letting our colors fly. You understand? Let me continue. Christopher Columbus, whose unique seamanship and courage had opened the Americas to European penetration, also began the transatlantic slave trade. That's what you see right here. This right here is the transatlantic slave trade. This is how they started it. Started with the North American Indians. Started with the Hispanics. They threw us on slave ships and sold us to our enemies, man. You want to talk about Thanksgiving? Here's your Thanksgiving. Here's your Thanksgiving right here. You want to talk all this nonsense about Happy Thanksgiving, and that was a long time ago. Well, congratulations. You started the transatlantic slave trade. Your people were sold and sold like cattle, beaten like cattle. You understand? That's how the so-called oppressor views you still here in America. And now you out here screaming Happy Thanksgiving as a North American Indian or Hispanic or Black man. Like a goddamn idiot, like a fool. You look like a fool, man. How long we simple ones love simplicity? We has read that scripture. How long y'all gonna love simplicity, man? How much more will it take for a North American Indian to say is enough? Something needs to be done about my people. I'm not saying make a bill or make a petition and get all these people to sign. That's not how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it by separating ourselves from this land, man. Separating ourselves from all these holidays and all these days that they made us adopt. You understand? North American Indian, if he bonds together with his brothers, a Black or Hispanic, man, we'll be unstoppable. Think about it. When Black and brown come together, it's over for them. Their worst dreams has come true. There's Black Indians we're in right now. You can see how bad they fought to divide Blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians. Because they know the day y'all unite, it's game over for them. You understand? Let's continue. He started by shipping 10 chain or Walkmen and women to Seville, Spain in 1498. He wrote enthusiastically to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella about the business possibilities. From here, in the name of the Blessed Trinity, we can send all the slaves that can be sold. And you best believe he did. They served the North American and Hispanics all across the European landscape. Had them served, they had them working in fields. Or not even that, they didn't start with field work. A lot of it was servile work in the house. Y'all was the house niggas. Y'all was just pleasant to be around. Y'all smelled good. Y'all kept your hair long and had kept it in braids and everything. So they kept you in the house. And eventually, when they started moving you out to the frontier work, to the yard work, a lot of our brothers started dying off, got more illness because the goddamn Europeans didn't know how to wash themselves. They said, you know what, we need more. We need some more slaves. And they went to West Africa and stole your brothers and Negroes, man. Brought them here in America. And here in America, y'all brought them bonded together like no other. Let me continue. When he loaded 1,100 Taino men and women aboard Spanish ships, the crowded and stormy Atlantic crossing took a fearful toll. Only 300 survived. So this is just one trip alone. And like I said, he's taken many more trips. As you can see, this was, of course, you know right here, this picture was taken way after 1492 or 1498 as it's written. Of course, it kept taking more and more slaves. You understand? So many more died on them slave ships. So many more died in Europe. So many more died in the fields here in America for these goddamn oppressors, man. You should be angry when Thanksgiving comes around. You should be angry when their holidays come around. You should be angry every time that they speak because they stand on your land calling themselves an American. I'm a true American. I'm a true red-blooded American. And we fought for this country and died for this country. When they fought you for this country, you died for this country, man. You are the true patriot, if anything. Because you fought and died and killed in their wars, and you got nothing in return, man. You understand? Let me finish. But Columbus and Spain had decided to continue the profitable slave trade from the Americas. Seville became the slave capital of Spain. That just shows how many brothers were sold and exported and imported all throughout Spain, Europe, all across, man. Every black, Hispanic, and North American Indian, after reading that, you should be angry. You should be horrified with this revelation to you. And what you should do is you should celebrate Thanksgiving. Don't even cook. Don't do nothing. You should live it like it's any other day. Don't take the day off. Say your slave master, hey man, I'll stay overtime. I don't care. Straight like that. Do anything you can, man, to let them know that you're not about this. How do you do that? Exit yourself from Christianity. Exit yourself from Catholicism, which they forced you to learn. Come learn true history. Come learn the Bible. That's what your ancestors would want, man. That's what your forefathers would want, your foremothers. You understand? Every North American Indian, if you want to get involved in our programs, please hit our line on I.S.U.P.K. Res on Facebook, I.S.U.P.K. Reservations here on YouTube, I.S.U.P.K. Res on Instagram. We have our contact info on there. We have many different programs from many different tribes. We have food programs, drug counseling, free counseling, prison programs, and a whole bunch of different other programs free for the North American Indian reservations. Please contact us. If you have a question or a comment or want to set up a debate, call the number you see all across our social medias. Want to get an interview, do the same. All that. If you would like to invite us to a powwow or for us to come onto your reservation, please do the same. Contact us on our info is all across the pages. Also our email as well. If you would like to send it that way, please contact us, man. Support this truth. Support Commanding GEN.YAHANNA. Support I.S.U.P.K. Res. That's my time. He still say God.